With Lunar Owl, having to learn to slow down a little bit, recognize how much clock you have.
Jackson tried to muscle for the O board. Now it's a 3-on-1 as Copper watches the seas part, lays it in. Rebound, which ranked 5th in the league as Gray tees one up. Sunk 3 3-pointers last time out in a big win over Laces. Copper laces one from deep. That was his second meeting head-to-head. And look, in Angel's defense, I mean, when you match up with Breanna Stewart, you have to bring that intensity because she did a good job. But Reese sticks with it, bounces it to Copper, flying inside. Reese on the follow, no. Sticking with it, Angel Reese. Aaliyah Edwards has checked in. With Stewart now on the bench. She's got one foul, but a bit shaken up.
Being able to make that decision very quickly.
For Kia Jackson, averaging 15 points a night. On the other end, it's Gray. Carried Rose to victory over Laces. Mentioned the Reese ejection. Players were in foul trouble. That was a hard fought. Really changed the DNA of their season because that would have put them at 1-5.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to see. I think every team
missed it. Azare Stevens, who we featured to start the game, using her length on the pull-up back iron. It touches every piece of the iron.
Girl using the little soft touch over the top of the small guard.
Nola Henry, head coach of Rose, has acknowledged offensively we distance. Rose in control early. Stevens picks the pocket, leading ahead for Copper. 2 more for Rose. For years coaching with the Lakers, the Raptors, most recently Cavaliers. Dejanay Carrington, welcome to the party. Stevens sets the screen for Lexi Hull, driving in the paint. Lexi Hull drops it off, and the mail delivered. Edwards searching to kick it. Vandersloot, chest pass, knocked away. Stevens got in there as Carrington somehow puts it in. Co-founder Breanna Stewart, Sykes, Hull, and Stevens, the trio for Rose. Carrington with the tough follow-away. In the first half, after an 11-point outing, returning from injury, was out with the leg. The disruptor and the offensive machine in Stevens, 4 of 5 from the floor, 10 points. She heads to the
sets and just playing ball. You know, it sometimes may not look organized, but just recognizing the pick, the pop, the drag.
Leaving way, stopped again by Stewart. She's done that twice to Reese in the half. And Chelsea Gray walks for 2. The 3-point touch here in Miami. Beautiful pass, threading the needle, but Copper couldn't lay it in. Lloyd the other way, leading Stewart for 2. Roster, 10 points for Stevens, 8 points for Copper, 6 for Reese, looking for more. Counted and 1 for Angel Reese.
Really works hard. Those are 2 things that's hard to teach. A person who wants to learn and that's working very hard to get better. She's out there with a veteran like Chelsea.
Well, now I just found out what Lisa Leslie demanded if a young player wanted some tips.
Hey.
Cup of Joe.
That's it. Let's go.
That's it? That's a pretty good deal. Copper runs the floor. Copper fires a 3. No. Long board to Copper. Driving to the basket. Copper. Reese missed it. Lunging for it, Reese stopped at the rim, trying to sky high, and finishes plus the foul.
Stephanie, and yeah, the reason why I said shot selection is because I just feel like the biggest problem that they have is when they shoot, and shooting.
Determined the winning score. Mist wants to make a run, down by 10, as Rakia Jackson bulldozes inside, lays it in.
That's a great look, and she got all the way to the basket. It was not going to be denied, and that's what it's going to take for the Mist to close this gap.
Chelsea Gray with the answer. Chelsea Gray working. Chelsea Gray working.
Early in the shot clock.
Copper. Numbers for Mist. Lloyd with the left. Back to 10.
Going so fast, Lloyd with the finish. Copper right there.
Now
back
you see
door.
now you don't.
Ooh, come on.
Now 6 assists for Gray to match her average. Another stop by Rose. Copper weaving inside for 2.
I like it. I see you, KFC, out there putting pressure on the defense.
Right
into the basket. Getting stuck. offense is flowing much better. I think it's looking better when they control their shots and how they attack. But getting back, just really, their IQ just getting higher and higher with all of these amazing coaches and the information they're receiving.
Tisha,
A little off, you know, missed the layup, missed that, the ability to bring in that rebound. Wow, as I'm talking about.
Stevens rebound number 7. Second unit for Nola Henry doing the job. Hall pull up. Yes. Doubledy's introductory press conference.
I think it's great when you just talk about the camaraderie that these women have built. Getting the ball defensively where you get a chance to get another look at a basket, or offensive rebounds, that means where you get a chance to get another shot.
It's a 9-0 Rose run. Fall-away jumper by Stewart is pure. An unrivaled game.
Oh, a ton.
Well, I know a ton. I want a number. I want a figure. Kia Jackson working
Get to the basket, whether that's from a post-up or a drive, getting those shots and putting a little bit more pressure on the defense.
minutes for Rose. Gray doing her thing. 13 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. Copper fires right between the eyes. Jackson thought about chasing it. Now downhill. Copper fakes the 3. Gray's on the move. Score and score.
Really good, very much in sync with one another, and these 3 starters have really gotten a good chemistry.
Quick 2 entry pass. Stewart. Just can't get the touch tonight. Edwards walks into a jumper, nothing but net.
Foul, if the first one would have counted, but, well, key check on that 3-pointer.
Edwards adds 2.
Hard right now and getting defensive stops and then executing your offense, but being very intentional in what it is that you're looking for.
To win the game. Scores and stops needed for Mist. Carrington on the wraparound. Add 2 more for Carrington.
She will make the effort to win this game, and you have to slow her down and make her give that ball up.
Chelsea Gray. Rebound Carrington. Chelsea Gray has a pair of game winners for Rose. Scoop and score for Rakia. Copper want to handle business. Copper denied at the rim. Stevens puts it back. Ray delivers for Rose. Back-to-back wins for the first time this year.